going to talk to you all about how I get opportunities to work with brands such as Lamborghini, and share with you what's involved when I get invited to events such as a press trip I recently attended in Scotland, driving some Lamborghinis on some of the most stunning roads in the world. Stay tuned, because I'm going to explain exactly how I make these things happen, and most importantly, the hard work that's required behind the scenes and what brands expect from me in return. Hey guys, my name is Brad, and you join me here for the first time in my home office / studio. I know, a slightly different vibe to my usual videos. If this is the first time you're watching, I like to make car content. I get to attend car launches and motorsport events around the world, with the occasional bit of automotive photography thrown in, which I love to share with you all here on YouTube. So if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing and supporting the channel, as it really does help. I get asked all the time, it's a weekly question that pops into my DMs, if not daily at times, how do you get to work with brands such as Lamborghini? So I'm going to document everything about this press trip and tell you how you can get to this point where you work with brands like Lamborghini. It doesn't just have to be car brands, it can be any brand that you like. And I'm going to explain to you how you get to this point where brands are willing to send you on press trips. It's cold in Scotland, very cold. What a room. They've not been able to come to. Yeah. On the other hand. Alright, so I've just woken up. I'm going to nip down, have a quick breakfast and a tea, and we're going to go and jump in the cars and start our route. This is the lineup of cars. We've got everything from the STO here. This is the yellow Urus that I took to the Lake District earlier this year. We got the SVJ here that I had a few weeks ago, and I think I'm in this again, so it would be nice to be reunited with that car because it's a very special car. And then we've got loads of Huracan Evos, we've got the coupes and the Spyders, and then we've got the Uruses on the end as well.
In the SVJ Roadster, Brad, that's you.
Hey! Into the SVJ. I don't know how this is going to work, because the first problem is getting that into that. I take it back. It fits. Will it close? Yeah. Okay, one of the hardest things with press trips is getting the car rigged up as quick as you can. So I've got cameras everywhere, I've got a GoPro there, I'm also going to do some POV stuff, but it's really hard to do it so quickly, especially when you're going to be jumping in all these cars throughout the day. So it's about having a routine, working as efficiently as you can, as quickly as you can, and not losing anything in the process. Just want to break away for 1 second to explain some things in more detail. I'm sure you can appreciate it's quite hard to talk about these things whilst driving a supercar, and it's quite an important topic. To put it bluntly, you're not just going to randomly get invited to an event like this. Unfortunately, these things don't just happen. Everyone wants to do this. So the most important thing for you to understand is that brands expect a return on their investment from you, from me. So if you don't have means of communicating onto a large audience, you're probably, well, most certainly going to not get a response. It's just the reality of it. They're going to send you on a nice swanky trip and let you drive their cars, so you've got to be able to give something back in return. It's a two-way thing. Simple as that. Here we go. The first fuel stop of the day. Everyone else has gone on, and the other Aventador and one of the Lamborghini drivers has just stopped with us. I'm assuming they're going to pay for this. No good. We have just stopped on our first stop of the day, and just look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Right, I've now been reunited. Oh, I love this. This is like a trip down memory lane. Whoever was in this car before me was really tall because the seat's so low. I'm now in the Urus. The last time I was in this, I drove through the Lake District This is great fun. So we've just parked up. We've got Charlie, who's the official photographer for Lamborghini, taking some photos with the cars parked up in this kind of canyon. I don't know if you can see it, it's really cool. We've got a drone up there as well, so we're capturing some really cool content here. But yeah, it's so cold up here as well, but these cars are awesome. So I'm in the Urus now, but I don't really want to swap out the Urus because I love the Urus so much. So this is where we're having lunch. We've just parked up outside. And I think they've put on lunch for us just upstairs. Look at how much this bottle of whiskey is worth. £11,000.
A little bit more photography and the drone will be flying again.
There's a radio in this one. Okay, so nose lift up. I'm in the Huracan Evo now. And this is the Huracan Evo that I drove up the hill at the Festival of Speed earlier this year. So it's been a proper day of memories for me personally, because we started off in the SVJ, which I had just a few weeks ago. Let's move that back a bit.
And just to warn everybody that this first bit of road, until we join up with the main road, is very picturesque. It is very, very narrow in places, very narrow, so Aventador, watch yourself.
Brilliant. I hate narrow roads. Hold on, national speed limit. Back into we actually got it a bit sideways there. It was quite a muddy road. I am such a child. I apologise. So we've just had lunch and now we're basically heading off to the hotel now because the light is dying. We've probably only got like an hour at best of light left. And then I think we got a nice meal planned and then some more stuff tomorrow. So it's me again. So I know what you're thinking. Where do I even start when it comes to growing an audience? It's a bit of a chicken and the egg situation, right? So to grow an audience, you need content, but to get your hands on content or opportunities, you need an audience. I totally get the predicament. I was once in exactly the same position, and I had to think outside the box. I understood that having eyeballs on content was valuable. So long story short, I set up my own company, the Supercar Lifestyle. Think of it like a digital magazine for social media. And I set about finding the very best content creators, photographers and videographers on social media, and I asked them if they would like to be featured on my page. And at the beginning it was literally a numbers game. For every 100 people that I would ask, I would get one response. But as my page grew, more and more people started sending me content because they wanted to be featured on my page. Now fast forward 5 years, yes, it takes that long, guys. I now have too much content. The hardest thing is actually managing everyone's expectations. I just can't post it all. Plus, I now introduce my own content. Brilliant. Grow an audience on social media. Start a website reviewing cars. Try to get your hands on cars. Don't think about going to the brand straight away because it will be a no or you just won't get a response. And they're not being rude. It's just they get asked all the time. So think outside the box. How can you get your hands on cars to do this without having to go directly to the brands? Go to local dealerships. What's this guy doing? What just happened? I've lost count how many times we've had to stop for fuel.
So you're staying in room 2 this evening, so I'm just going to pass this over to Josh,
Cool.
who's going to be able to show
Thank
you.
you very
Thanks.
much.
Cheers, Josh.
Hi there. Room 2 here, sir. Sir Walter Scott.
Brilliant. Wow, how nice is that? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow, this is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
There is one problem. My bag isn't up here with all my clothes in it, so the room of death. That's really freaky, isn't it? Oh, I found my luggage, by the way. It was in the wrong room. Wow. That's amazing.
It's quite bright, isn't it?
Day 2 complete. I'm broken. Over 200 miles driven. Now for day 3. Okay, so it's pretty early this morning. We're going out for another run in the cars just to get some extra footage before we fly back later this afternoon. But the thing with press strips, sorry about that. The thing with press strips is they're very chaotic. You don't get to enjoy kind of staying in one location for very long. So we're on to the next location now. And there's a busy day ahead before I fly back and then start editing. So it's non-stop, it really is, it's non-stop. We're just moving the cars around. We've got some cars parked over there as well, but I'm just about to jump into this orange. I think it's more red than orange, but I was told it's orange. Huracan Evo coupe. So we're going to drive to a really cool location, so I'll see you there. We've just come down this road here, and I really want to do it again, so I'm going to jump in the Huracan Evo. This is the all-wheel drive, and we need that today because it's very, very icy. It's freezing, so I'm going to jump in and I'm going to go back down that road just because that was probably the most amazing road I've ever driven down. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to do that again. I saw a really good place I can stop and take some photos and do some videos for my Instagram as well, and that's the thing, when you're on a trip like this you're always looking for those locations where you can stop and quickly make some content. And it's been difficult the last couple of days because we've been driving in convoy, and you can't stop, you can only stop when everyone else stops. But now I'm on my own, I've been let loose. Don't ever think press trips are easy, because they're not. They really are hard work. Just look at that. Wow. I love Scotland. Oh, it's so cold. It's like properly cold. Okay, we're gonna head back, group up with everyone. I think there's one more place I'm going to stop. I saw it on the way here. It looked amazing, so hopefully I can... This car is really dirty as well, I didn't realise. These cars get filthy as well on these press trips, but I think they look cool with a bit of dirt on them. Right, into sport. Jeez! It's just a little bit icy. Okay. I've swapped cars. We're now in the Huracan Evo Spyder, and the first thing I'm going to do is put the seat there. Oh, it's better.
You right there, Brad?
Yeah.
You roof turning it?
I think so.
You go, boy.
I think so. I'm not sure having the roof down is a good idea. I'm freezing, but these roads are just too good, and the sound is going to be so good. And this is the car I drove to Goodwood earlier this year, and I know this car sounds incredible. They all sound incredible, to be fair, but because we can put the roof down, it's going to sound even better. So we keep stopping to let the guys with the drones go up ahead. So we wait for them, we give them about 5 minutes and then we head off. And they capture all the drone footage for us. And we've got Charlie out there somewhere in the mountains taking photos and more B-roll as well. Well, this is how Lamborghini capture their B-roll, their content for their website. This will be on the Lamborghini website, no doubt. So much fun, I love doing stuff like this. We've got a couple of drones flying around, so cool. That's what it's like to go on a press trip. We are now heading back to the airport. I am absolutely shattered. It's been very chaotic. They always are. Press trips are always like this. And they're hard work. I am so tired. I feel like I could sleep for the rest of the week. But if you really want to do something like this, it's totally possible. You just have to understand it doesn't happen overnight. Just work really hard. And I know it sounds cheesy, but you can do anything if you really want it. You just have to work really hard to get there. 6 years ago I was in exactly the same boat as some of you that are watching this, you know, aspiring to do this. Thank you so much for watching. So many people have actually asked me about the STO. I really want to make a video of its own for the STO, so next week I've got the STO, possibly the week after. I'm going to see logistics, how they can get it to me ASAP. But that will be my next video, a review, an in-depth review of the Huracan STO, so stay tuned for that. And I will see you hopefully in my next video. If you've not already, please do slap a like on this video and subscribe. So many people that watch these videos haven't subscribed, so please do subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in my next video. Cheers guys, take care of yourselves, see you later.